friends, I am Rajuailapur. Today I am going to tell you about another topic, active voice and passive voice. But prior to that, I would like to remind once again that already I told you what transitive verb and intransitive verb are. Transitive verb is immediately followed by an object. There will be an object in transitive verb, but when it comes to intransitive verb, this intransitive verb is immediately followed by a preposition like in, on, upon, under, over, likewise preposition. Now here I am going to tell you active voice and passive voice. Now, what is active voice and what is passive voice? Now I am going to tell you here, but to begin with the session, I would like to tell you all how to change the voices, active voice into passive voice and passive voice into active voice about present tense. Okay? Yeah, I start. Transitive verb. I eat a mango. So whatever the verb is immediately followed by an object can easily be converted into passive voice. But whereas the intransitive verb can never be converted into passive voice. For example, I tell you an example. See, Raju eats a mango. So it is a sentence. Raju is the subject. Eats. Why? Because here I use does form, because Raju is the third person singular number does form and it is the verb. And here this verb is immediately followed by an object. So this sentence can easily be converted into passive voice, like subject, verb, object. If we now see who is doing the action here, Raju, the person Raju. So Raju is the one who is doing action here. So he is the doer. So the one who does the action is called subject. The subject is the verb and mango is an object. When it comes to change into passive voice, now here we are giving preference, importance to the doer. Who is doing the action here? Raju is doing the action. So as Raju doing the action, we are talking about the person Raju. So it is in active voice. If we talk about the subject, if we talk about the doer, that voice is in active voice. We have to understand that voice is in active voice. Now let's change it into passive voice. See, in active voice there are three different things: subject, verb, object. But when we are supposed to change into passive voice, the same sentence has to be changed into passive voice. We have to do some changes. See, here the object in active voice will be the subject. Will become the subject. A mango eats. Eats, here it is present tense. Now I am talking about, I am telling you about the 10 active voice and passive voice, about only present tense. So see, eats does form. This one is V1. So V1. But here, when it comes to change into passive voice, here we use B forms. I hope what B forms are. I hope you know what B forms are. Is, am, or, were, be, been, being, likewise. These are all called B forms. Now here we have to look at this sentence. We have to look at this verb. What tense the verb is in? this verb is in present tense. So as it is in present tense, we have to write something. The object, a mango, has become the subject in this passive voice, and here is. There is a structure. I'll let you know what the structure later, but now I tell you just have an example. A mango. Is a mango a plural or singular? It is a singular. So as it is a singular, we are supposed to write is. A mango is. We know that there are four kinds of verbs. V1, V2, V3, V4. V1 is present tense, V2 is the past tense, and V3 is a past participle, and V4 is present participle. Now here see, we often, whenever we change active voice into passive voice, then we use past participle. So here we write eat, ate, eaten. So now see, eating. This one V1, V2, V3, V4. Now as we are changing this active voice into passive voice, now we have to write the past participle of the verb eat. What is the past participle of eat? Eaten. A mango is eaten. After past participle, we are supposed to write a preposition by. By whom the mango is being eaten? By whom the mango is eaten? Raju. Now, see, I tell you what the modifications we did here. Raju, subject, is verb. A mango is an object. Here, see, it is an active voice. But the time we change the active voice into passive voice, so many modifications have been done. The object in the active voice has become the subject over here, and is, as it is in present tense, we used is. A mango is. So eat, past participle of eat is eaten. After the past participle, we use the preposition by, and the subject, whatever the subject in active voice, has become the object. So Raju is a mango, it is active voice, but a mango is eaten by Raju, it is in passive voice. Now I would like to tell you what is the difference between these two sentences. Here we give importance to the subject, the one who does the action. But here we give the importance to the object, but we don't mind who is doing the action. But what is going on, what is being happened there, we talk about the thing. So it is a difference between active voice and passive voice. Now I just discussed the transitive verb. I told you about transitive verb, and if there is a transitive verb, I told you how we are supposed to change it into passive voice. For example, if there is an intransitive verb, I tell you, see, Radha sits in a chair. Radha sits in a chair. It is a sentence. It has a meaning. Now tell me whether this can be changed into passive. If you think it is in active voice, do you think it can be changed into passive voice? No. Why? Because the verb is not immediately followed by an object, but a preposition. The verb which is immediately followed by a preposition can never be converted into passive voice. So it is the one of the crucial rule, important rule, when we are supposed to change voices from active voice into passive voice into active voice. So now this cannot be changed into passive voice. Why? Because here uh, sits here intransitive verb. Why? Because after the word sits, there is a preposition. As there is a preposition, this sentence can never be changed into passive voice. Okay, children? I hope you understood. Now I am going to tell you about all the present four forms of present tenses, structure wise, how we can change. Yes. Here I am going to tell you how to change the active voice into passive voice. The sentences are given in present tense. Okay, friends. Now for that, here I wrote the structure of all those sentences, but mind one thing always, always just do remember that this present perfect continuous tense can never be changed into passive voice. So it has been left as it is. There will be no passive voice for present perfect continuous tense. Not only present perfect continuous tense, as it is present, past or future, will never be changed into passive voice. Now let's have a look at the structure of the simple present. Subject V1 plus object. Wherever you see there will be an object, verb is immediately followed by an object. So these transitive verbs can only be changed into passive voice. Now see, subject V1 present tense. V1 is nothing but present tense and object. I eat a mango. So if this sentence is given, I eat a mango, if we are supposed to change this active voice into passive voice, see how can it be done, how can it be changed into passive voice. Whatever the object given over here will be the subject. Object has become the subject over here. Subject, a mango. And here V1 is present tense. So as it is present tense, we take B form. One of the B forms is mango. As it is singular, we use is. So a mango is. V3, here V3 is nothing but past participle. Eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. Here we took V3, past participle of the verb eat. And after it is followed by a preposition called by. Here the subject I has become object as me. I eat a mango. This is the inactive voice. So here we are talking about the one who does the action here. I do the action. So here the subject is given importance. But whereas where it comes into passive voice, the object is given importance. A mango is eaten by me. So what is going on here? What is going on there? A mango is eaten. So here object is given importance. In active voice, subject is given importance, but whereas in passive voice, object is given importance. Okay, friends. Now let's move on to the second one, present perfect tense. The structure of present perfect tense is subject have or has plus V past participle or V3 or object. She has eaten a mango. She has eaten a mango. So now if we want to change the present perfect tense into passive voice, we have a structure as well for that. See, the object has become the subject over here, and has or have will be the same. And in addition to that, been, one of the B forms is a been has to be written over here. It has to be written. And B past participle B3, eat, ate, eaten, and preposition by and subject she. Here the word she has become object as her. So she has eaten a mango. But if we want to change the sentence into passive voice, a mango has been eaten by her. Has been eaten by her. here why did I use has? Because a mango is a singular object. As is the singular object, we use has. If it is plural, mangoes, if we say mangoes, then have has to be used. I hope you are understood. Now let's move on to the third one. Present continuous tense. Here subject am or is or are. So these are the B forms, and present participle. Before is nothing but present participle and object. You are eating a mango. So who are eating mango here? You are eating the mango. So you are given the preference over here. You, subject is given preference. When we are supposed to change the active with this present continuous tense into passive voice, see how can be changed. The object will be the subject in passive voice. A mango, and or is the present tense. Is the tense here given is present. B form is present tense. So is, mango is singular. As mango is a singular, we use is. A mango is eating. Present participle is given eating. For that, instead of eating in passive voice, we are supposed to change into this structure. Sorry, B3 participle. A mango is being eaten and by plus subject. So here you are eating a mango. It is well. It has a meaning. It is an active voice. Why? Because you are eating a mango. There is immediate object after the verb. So it is transitive verb. See, this sentence is going to be changed like this. A mango is being eaten by whom? You. The subject has become the object. And here, as I already told you, present perfect continuous tense, either past perfect continuous tense or future perfect continuous tense, will have no passive voice for to change. I hope you are understood. But what you have to keep in your mind that only transitive verbs can only be changed into passive voice. Intransitive verbs can never be changed into passive voice. I hope you all understood what I told you about. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel, and then just keep watching my video. If you have any doubts or if you have any suggestion regarding my video, is wholeheartedly welcome. Thank you, friends.